start streaming. There you go.
I want to customize the colours a little bit. Almost ready. Glad I could actually play on my account this time.
There is a bug.
What do you mean?
But they issue.
Oh.
I don't know.
Right, so the stream's up there. May as well have it so it's showing the robots in the background while we get ready. So we'll go hangar. There we go. So on this playtest, I shall be running a boring matriarch because I don't really like the other titans. This piece of no, not convert. This piece of crap that's been annoying me on the live server. This one that feels a bit more balanced than it was.
I'm ready.
This because it was here. And I am running 2 of these because I love the Vortex and I want to be able to test it because at the minute I hate them. So I'm running 2 identical Vortex. Yep.
I added up all the things that came up from the like the warning triangle. Some of them are green and some of them are red.
Fair enough.
Oh, dear. Oh, that's interesting. So this test server is based on before the update that we did today.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So they don't have to do the daily. They win one match mission.
Oh no, yeah, this was penciled in ages ago, but then everybody started complaining about the siren, so the siren got added to the nerf list, which is why the playtest got delayed. Right. Is Rice Cake coming? I'm not sure if I said your name right, but that's probably just stuck in my head now. Right Kite. Oh, Right Kike. Oh. Yeah, no, I'll
Someone bugged me. I speak.
fair enough. Right. Invite friend to crew. I don't have any. Oh, no friends available to join your crew. Oh dear. Right, what am I doing here?
I don't think I have any friends. Do I? Does it keep your friends?
No.
Okay. No, I don't. I'm a loner.
Same here. I've got one stalker that tried sending me a friend request, but I've ignored it for now. Another one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to click on it. I guess I got to go to the. There you go.
Yay! Dozer accepted my friend request.
I guess we can play a game.
Yeah, that's it.
Well,
Can we do like 2 rounds or so? Maybe
well, I'll message it you.
I've had enough, and I'm going to do my report. I get last one, and then.
Right.
I'm not playing anymore today.
You might end up playing.
I might end up playing.
Yeah.
What, today?
Which is why I was messing around with the voice settings earlier.
Hold on, I'm just gonna.
Oops.
What? That's the first season on the cover?
you see why I don't... Oh shit, yeah, you hadn't twigged yet, had you?
Honestly, I still don't know who it is.
wouldn't you?
Okay, I'm down with that. But while we're on the public test,
Yeah, yeah.
are they gonna join us?
Try and download it. Yeah.
You're telling me I'm not gonna give anything away, but that person hasn't downloaded.
Nope, I've had to tell her what to do to try and get it to download and where to find it. Nope, I'm not.
So she's gonna join us.
Yeah, I've told her she has to come play with me. I mean,
So,
shit, yeah, I'm on stream, aren't I? No, yeah, no, I probably should have said that part in the stream, but yeah.
Well, you don't know what it is, yet,
Oh, I do.
do we? Right? I'm gonna get that guy messaging and be like, he doesn't even know that he's live. I love the fact that they've actually been confirmed to be, well, not confirmed, but someone translated them.
And yeah, they were on about. I will have to say what I'm cautious what to say. Yes.
Yeah, we know what we're on about.
Yeah. Ba-dum.
Or something.
Hello.
Hello.
Yo ho ho.
Test?
Oh, you're on the test server? Awesome.
Yeah, they're going.
Yeah. Just a question. Do you guys just like some build your own bots, like out of anything? Oh
Yes, you can.
my God. Holy sh!
I know what you're reacting to. I just kind of built what I felt.
You get the generic common robots, and you get some level 13 parts, and you can craft, but the stuff you craft is level 1, and you don't get intel for some reason, so you can upgrade stuff to like level 2.
So you,
It's one of the...
so we can't upgrade our bot.
codes in the chat.
Holy. Crap.
Oh my god.
Wait a second. Do they also have the hero pilots?
No hero pilots.
Wait, I just wanted to change it.
I'm going into simulation first. I want to try out all these OP bots.
That explains why you're trying to set up what you were setting up earlier.
Yeah, it makes sense now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
The-
Holy.
I thought it was just like a friend that like was nervous or something.
Oh,
but
dear.
It makes a lot more sense. Remember those that leave the bit where we put our feedback in at the end of the stream.
Yeah, I know. I'm intending to leave it on this time, and then I can just send it to probably Melissa, because she did ask me earlier. A team member earlier asked me about making sure I get people to play it and do the feedback. So we'll have a nice little feedback section at the end.
I do want to replay it because now I've got like a fresh day and I want to feel a fresh feel on it after like letting it all settle in, which is why I want to play it again, do quite a few rounds, see how it goes. But yeah.
Wow.
I really don't mind sitting here with you guys while I watch you stream.
Ah, hello. Of course, it's fine.
They've
Oh,
got
man. I love how they don't give you just like any some intel, even though you have like a gazillion dollars in like credits.
I know, that is a bit strange that we can get any intel for like
Yes.
not like big break or to be fair, we're only testing the weapons, not the bots themselves.
But wait a second. Wait, I
I
need
would
to
like
check
a little bit of that 10 mil though. Well, that's gonna
Yeah, it would be nice.
I have
Like
to check
850
something real quick. Yes, I'm to custom. I want to see, is it here? It's not here. In there.
stream Discord by the way, not the game.
You are?
Someone's streaming Discord. I think it's Discord. Looks like Discord.
Discord?
Yeah, someone's streaming Discord. Yeah, it's
I'm not. I'm not
Who is
streaming
that?
Discord.
Who is that? Oh, it's something. Oh.
You don't need upgrade because everything.
I don't.
I'm not streaming Discord. Chill out. I'm not
It's
streaming.
updated.
Yeah.
Wait, why you? What on my?
There's a check the end, by the way.
Check the what?
I'm so excited.
Check the ends, by the way.
Okay.
Correct.
Why do I did make a new one?
No. You did?
Yeah, I did. I made a new one and put test server in it.
This is Divinity. Oh, take test. Okay.
Alright. Are we ready?
No,
I'm ready.
I'm not ready. I'm building stuff.
Something I'm also a little bit confused about is the hero pilots. Why we didn't get to test those?
Yeah, that's my question. Wait,
Like,
maybe it's because
Marcus.
we are really here to test out the the weapons, not pilots.
We
Yeah.
wanted to focus on the weapons, and we didn't have time actually to put the hero pilots into this build for this.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it was. To be fair, I mean, we had a lot of last minute things that we had to put together for this project, and the hero pilots just didn't fit into the schedule. That's just a problem.
Oh, so hey, just a question. Why did we get any intel?
Because everything is on Mark's level.
No, not everything.
All the things that they want us to test are
Except
there,
for the
but it does make sense. But the thing is, if you want to build a bot similar to what you have, so for example, I have Typhon legs with.
Same.
I can't have that now. I can, but it's not as leveled up. So
One of my legs is level 4 and the other one's level 2.
That's fair. So they're basically forcing you to play on them to what they make.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, all the playtests are going to be very set in a specific way. Every time we're going to push you to do the thing that we really need to test, because otherwise, it would be just like play on live, right? We don't need you to have all access to everything. I imagine that some players or there's. I read yesterday the comments, and there are some players that are confused and said that there's not all the weapons or everything.
Yeah.
It's because we don't want you to use all the weapons. We really need to have data on the weapons that we change, not only just your report yourself, but also looking into the data, right, into the stats.
Yeah.
Once you have the
Because
logs and everything.
you get our data when we play, and then you can kind of
Exactly. Yeah. And that's the reason why we also chose to have just 3 hours for 2 days, because we wanted to have a saturated matchmaking so that you're in real games, right, not just having fun.
Plus, that would be a lot more data to go through if it was 3 days. So.
And also, yeah, I have to say that's for sure.
Something that has been annoying me though, because I played the playtest yesterday before my game launcher working, because it wasn't working today, yesterday. There was a lot of people playing Sniper, which was kind of annoying because
yes.
the whole point of this is to test the new stuff, not the nice build stuff. That was annoying, but we'll see how it goes today.
To be fair, what would be really helpful for us as well is not just your feedback on the changes of the stats and everything, the balancing, but also how we set up the PTS, because that's our first PTS with you guys, and we really want to improve on the process here. So if you feel that there's something that was not really working well, just let us know so we can fix it the next time.
Alright.
Hey, I have already found something that is different. The big flamethrower now has the same exact just like some reload speed, and as well as the just like the disperse time as some small ones, so it's a lot more powerful now.
I think the live build, the big light has a shorter reload, so maybe it's better to have a longer reload. I think.
So I'm personally not going to comment on any of the balancing design, because I'm the video producer, so my role is really not to be on the design side, just as you guys have to handle. And I'm more here, for like organization and all the production aspect of it, right? So.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the new Flying Titan, please. It's not a thing.
So, I'm going to give you a little bit of information about today. We'll be next week. You guys will hear about the anniversary, and we have a small segment where the team invited us to talk a bit about the release and everything. And we're going to have a very, very special announcement. So, yeah, I'm really going to say all the
Sign me up.
What let's go. Getting close.
At least we now have the paint as well. At least we have the paint. As long as I have my paint, I'm happy.
Well, there's more kids coming in the future for sure. Not just that, actually, we're working on cars and also some full customizations.
Something I know you won't know what's coming. Something that I'm really hoping for in this game. I know that there's some bots that are basically updated versions or better versions from the mobile game, but I'm really hoping
Yeah.
the style bot comes because he was my favorite bot. And some of the
Oh
stuff
yeah,
that-
Lee. Oh my God, Lee. I actually I'm actually pretty sure that some on the original. My lead is my most powerful because it has one of the Mangua things. I mean, the thing that some fires just like these lightning balls and just like a shotgun, right? Yeah.
I think
Yes,
for
I do.
that, for us, the real question compared to the robots is how do we want to differentiate ourselves from the robots, right? How do we
It
want
makes
to stand on ourselves on our own 2 feet?
Yeah.
And there's a fine balance that we need to find here. So the next few robots are not going to be coming from the robots. They're going to be original.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Okay, good. And because
I'm
I was like, well, like the idea of just like some adding Scorpion, but I would love to see just like some just like original designs that are not in the base game.
Like Cyclops.
Gravis Origin is Titan, I think. All Titans Origin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see like just like some Alpha Demos kit about that's all it's similar.
Yeah.
We're going to play, I think we're going to play between the two, right? Sometimes if there's really one robot that is really requested by the community, maybe we can try and adapt it for World of Frontiers. I know that, for example, SK is with us right now, and I know that he has a few in mind that he's really pushing for. But I think we're always going to listen to the community. If there's really something that stands out on the players in the game, then sure. But we also want to have something in the game that feels like World of Frontiers and is really made it to our game, right?
I'll be honest, I feel like you've nailed that, at least for me in my experience, because I used to play a lot of War Robots Mobile, and playing this game, it has like that nostalgic feel, but also that more refined and its own thing feel. Like the movement is so chef's kiss. It is really the style, the sounds, the visuals. I cannot express it enough. The design team behind this game did such a fantastic, incredible job. All of the teams should be proud, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, and and something that you might not, if you're not a technical person, you might not so each of the robots, you have great style and that you really want to pay attention to. Really cut that great right?
Yeah.
Each of the robots have created some different things, and each of them would to each for completely different meaning. So in the end, we have 18 robots in the game. We have 18 multiplied by 13 units. Imagine the
Battle contract found. Prepare to warp.
I will say though, for my love on to somehow also push up to be also out on
5, 1, warp online.
with this stuff.
Yeah, I can imagine. I think we're looking at going to the future, maybe invest in there's a lot of resources so I think it's something that we're always mentioning.
I mean, anything that
I
expands
warp
the amount
appears
of
to be
players that
broken.
can play, you know.
Okay.
Anything that can expand the amount, like different platforms people can play on is good in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. Or platforms or
Well-
regions as well, this kind of thing. Because, for
Exactly.
example, we're not, like, we're on PlayStation, but we're not in a PlayStation location, so our players in Asia
Oh, really?
cannot play the game right now. No, it's only available with Steam location. There's a reason why they don't have any players, right?
Okay.
By the way, I am also noticing there's like apparently there was like only some test server. I'm just like if there's if you don't have just like a team of 6, if there's built in your team with like bots.
the 3 while we're just allowing a 3 hours window so that we have as many players to get them at the same time.
That's fair. And they also lost another player. So we're just going up against 4 bots.
Say when. Clock in, shoot, repeat.
It's crap. It's horrible. I just sort of showed how crap they are at this range.
Turret active. Repair drone deployed.
Ejecting.
Why not? He is. What is it called? The
Ready.
Turret active.
Oh dear. That wouldn't be good.
Repair drone deployed.
Eliminate them!
Turret active.
You got a heal there.
Locked and loaded.
It's like I'm completely.
Take the Titan!
Oh, you're still in Vortex? Yeah, they are wanking so much. Oh! Got him! There you go. Teamwork. They are horrible at close range. Yep.
Take him out. Move here.
I am. I hate to say
Make
it.
him
I'm
salvage.
enjoying this siren.
Enemy Titan deployed. Enemy Titan deployed.
I like the recharge and more accuracy and everything it needs.
Enemy crippled.
Titan is ready. Enemy Titan deployed.
Incoming missiles.
Watch it out.
Set. Enemy down.
Oh, Grim gets beaten on so many different things.
Enemy Titan deployed. Assault here.
Take him out.
Enemy Titan deployed.
Titan destroyed.
Berserk mode. Reflecting damage.
Show me the money.
Also this, but do you know if we'll ever get any other healing type fighters? I know healing, what do we call it, XP or rewards coming. Any other healer or...
Yeah, so, okay. So the reason I'm doing taking away quite a lot with the team is because I'm mostly and I feel like I'm lacking in things like my
Yeah.
I some thought that some alpha was just like a assault titan. I'm gonna say some tactician titan. I was just wondering if that I'm just like kind of if we were ever going to get just like a assault titan because it is the only class that does not have a titan.
It's a great question. And I'm inviting you to wait until the stream for next week to have the question.
Oh. Okay, I can tell by the laugh. I was like, oh, something's happening.
There's definitely something happening next
I'm telling you, it's a big announcement next week. It's a big announcement. It's going to be short. It's just a teaser, so you're not going to learn much, but you're going to see what I can teach you. Very cool.
It must be quite like interesting for you because you know what it is, but you want to tell us, but you also don't want to tell us because you want to know the like how the reaction will be.
We want to keep the surprise.
Yeah.
I think some people might not be surprised if they followed the Q&A on Discord last month.
You mean your slip up?
Gosh. Way a bit by mistake, but I think some people, caught it for sure.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wait, actually, is there also gonna be just like a mixed type, or actually, that would be honestly when these Titan questions gonna get added because then the Titans would be like mixed and stuff. I'm guessing.
I don't think I thought like on a there. Wait, about that topic. Yeah, Kirov, there is missing like how much of these you getting for one.
I'm just in a match right now. Yeah, I don't know if you want to keep going or not.
I don't know, mate. How far is your match gone?
4 minutes in. So.
We'll do a match and then we'll continue. Are you with anyone or are you on your own?
No, I'm just solo.
Would you want to wait we'll do it on the round then? Like after?
Yeah, sure.
Battle contract found. Prepare to warp.
I've only done a little bit of testing so far. I've been on for like half an hour.
5, 4, 1. Warp gate open.
It feels pretty good. My main issue with them was like, even if you hugged a wall before and you had missiles coming in, they would like somehow curve around the wall and like still hit you. This one kind of gives you a chance.
That is true,
Yeah,
I hate the close
like
range.
that you can dodge them, but you basically have to burn through all of your fuel to do it. So like there's a cost to it, you know?
Put me in.
Heroes don't get paid any more than the rest of us.
Getting it done.
Turret active.
Fortified.
Allies hold more warp gates.
Ducking out. On task.
Turret active.
Enemy holds more warp gates.
deployed.
Allies hold more warp gates.
Turret active.
Bullseye.
Enemies hold more warp gates. Allies hold more warp gates.
Infinite ammo.
Ejecting.
All set. Allies hold more warp gates. Titan is charged. Pilot eliminated.
Movement impaired.
Extracting.
Down to business.
Movement impaired. Berserk mode.
One and done.
Barriers gone.
Enemy Titan deployed.
Movement impaired.
Down to business.
Enemy Titan deployed.
Berserk mode. Movement impaired.
Allies close to victory.
Down to business.
Enemy Titan deployed. deployed.
I started one. So I would see where they're going to obviously fix it, but once again, it's we have to understand that we have the marketing process for this, and the last thing we bypass the process because we actually fix something like that. We break the servers and change the servers. And so now we want to fix the schedule of fixes because we have to see the way we're going to have me and everything.
Yeah, I only just noticed now.
No, that's all good.
Yeah, so Spencer joined. Did you have that?
I didn't either.
Slightly related. Just like even if not in there. Do you know what the balance team's thoughts are on the scatters? 'Cause I know a
Oh,
lot of other
yes.
people,
Please increase the damage.
they seem to be overjoyed for that one.
But I would say same thing. So if you feel that there's something that you guys are doing that is not addressed properly or not at all, feel free to bring this up as well with feedback.
Oh, that's nice to know, because I thought we would focus on what's the case.
I think it should because the way that you look at some things that you can do, it's only good to
Scourge reload.
Battle contract found. Prepare to warp. Five. 1. Warp on.
again, embrace the feedback that we do so that we can do because otherwise we can quickly progressing and getting better.
Really things like that though, knowing that the team are really prioritizing focusing on feedback and it really does seem like you guys, like all of the team, really do care about the game and the players, and that is very heartwarming to see. I'm not gonna lie. So
We're trying. I think sometimes it's going to be difficult when we don't agree with the players. Sometimes we might have to
Down to business.
Contracts ain't wishes. Let's be smart out there. Eliminate them!
and the players also have to recognize that there is your vision and there are things that haven't been announced and won't be announced for
it's
years
tricky.
that are going to be added. Yeah.
It is very tricky. It is very tricky.
Eliminate them!
I feel like the best way to base it would be if most of the players, 50% of the players don't like something, then that's something that needs to be addressed. But if there's like the odd few, then that's probably just not really.
You know, that's the thing. So how do you measure exactly 50% of the player base? Because not 50% of the player base on Discord actually. If you look at our Discord channel, there's 13,000 players, but 13,000 is not even a tenth of our player base.
Yeah,
We have more, like we have almost more than 1 million players that have been since the release of the game, right? So it is very tricky for us to have a good understanding. Like for example, the system we were thinking about is we want to allow players potentially to vote for some features in the future? What is it that we should be doing next?
Oh yeah.
I really like that. That's the great.
That's the same question and that's the same problem coming back to the base. How would we ensure that the players who are answering the surveys or answering the questions are representative to the actual player base? Because those players on Discord and everything that are doing most voting, it's not necessarily representative of the entire player base.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, what you could always get them to put their account name, and if you see multiple with the same name, you know that they're just sort of trying to pump up like the user. You could also then look at the account for playtime and see if they've just made a fresh account or if it's like an actual account for the player who's played the game for a while. That could always get a number, maybe. Be a
but
bit
you
more
always have a very small portion of the players that will be answering surveys.
true.
Or going through this kind of things, this effort, right? Unless maybe this is something in the game, but even then you need to educate the players before you're asking them to choose on something. And it's like a vote, right? It's like elections and everything. You need to
Yeah,
you need to feel
it
like
kind of is.
You need to study exactly what are you going to vote for and making sure that you like what you're going to vote for, right? So it's a process, and we're thinking about this because maybe in the future we're going to do something like this and we're going to start small, maybe like, hey, what kind of cosmetics do you want next? Instead, we can start with something small and then we can increase this to bigger picture, for example, in the future. But I feel it's a tricky question for us.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's, I guess, one way we could try to get their opinions is after a match, you get to be patient. After a match, you could say, "What are your thoughts on this?" And they could go, "I think this is good." I know all of it.
I think to be fair, what I'd like to have also is I would like to integrate Discord directly in the game. Now that there's an API for Discord.
Yeah,
That'd be nice.
yeah, I thought that.
Yeah. No, it's not tricky. I don't think it's very tricky to be honest, but I think it's requiring a lot of development.
Anything that involves
It is everything there is development.
Eliminate them.
Somewhere.
well, okay.
Something I just thought of while we've been talking, and I've been trying to find the right one to bring it up.
Storing fuel.
Something you could do, and this isn't a great example of another game, but Ark do this thing called a creature vote, where people can submit their own sort of creature, something they want to be added. But maybe something could be done for that, so people make their own community robots or weapons or maps, and then people can then vote on that, and then so just getting more of the community involved. I think that might.
Yeah.
Ejecting.
They can be great. That was maybe off the thing. I remember doing this.
Down to business.
I'm very excited for this game personally.
I am too. Like this is a amazing game. I was like as is, and if it can become better, I would.
Well, like for me, it's not just the game. For me, I don't like I play games because I like them, but I also look at the team behind them, and the team for this seems very positive, and then that makes me feel more positive playing and enjoying the game because I know there's a problem there. Don't worry, they'll get on that at some point, and that's a good feeling.
We'll try. I mean, keep us on our toes, that's for sure. That's the most important thing to do for you. But, you know, it's something that I keep saying because, you know, when you see the game, people are thinking, oh, you know, it's a big AAA team. And you know, don't forget that we're not, right? It's not. We're a very small, humble studio right now. We're trying our best to grow and to create a great game. But we don't have 300 people working on the game. Just so you know. And that's the reason why we have to be very agile because there's a lot of features and things and content that we need to develop for the future and things that players are, you know, there's a feedback that we need to invest in the players as well. And it's very tricky for us because, and especially for me as a producer, that's my role, right, to prioritize the backlog of all the things that we each work on.
Down to business.
And it's there's a lot of things that we need to do in our team these days. So
I will say that I was like this game. I feel I was like there's some difference between I was like some big developers and just like some small developers. And it is some that I'm just like some big developers. I'm just like some they I'm just like some put out like some game that basically does like the same thing every year. To make sure that there's like some no bugs are introduced. But just like some small developers like take risks with their game, even though it breaks the game. They can learn and to get just like some feedback from that, like to like make it even better.
Yeah, but I think it's not the same thing. So I'm coming from big companies, right? I worked for 10 years at Blizzard. I worked at Riot Games as well. And I worked on big games with big teams. And you have to understand that those teams, it's hundreds of millions of dollars that you're spending per year just for the development team, just to pay development, marketing, publishing teams, support teams, the servers and everything, the infrastructure. I mean, it's huge. It's a huge spend. So obviously, the kind of risks that you can take when it's like thousands of people, literally, that you're paying, and you're making them, having a living basically, and so you're a lot more risk adverse. That's for sure. You have to be a lot more careful with what you're doing because you have to make sure that you're sustainable as a business, that you can pay your employees, obviously. And when you're a smaller team, you have, obviously, you still need to pay your team, but you're a lot more agile. Because you're a lot smaller, you don't have the same constraints, you can just spin things differently as well. You can pivot on different, with a lot more agility. So, I would not blame the AAA companies for not being able to do the things that independent studio can do.
Yeah.
Just realised there's a lot of people in this Discord.
Yep.
Just going back to the playtest, one little bit of feedback that I know a lot of people in the Eclipse clan were pointing out yesterday when I was chatting with them. Giving intel to people would be nice. You give a lot of credits, you get a lot of salvage, but if people want to make another bot to test other things out, they can't really get it onto the level that you've got the pre-made that you give out that are max level.
So, yeah, we're thinking about this as well. It's a bit tricky. So I have to say right now, my main problem, again, as the executive producer for the game, my mission is to make the game sustainable, to make sure that I can feed my team. It's as simple as that right now.
No, sorry, I was just saying to the guys that we had a slot. My bad.
Okay, sorry, no, never mind. And right now, the balance for the revenue is very thin. I don't have a very big profit margin right now, and I need to make sure that I'm not deviating too much on the revenue. So giving intel or credit or salvage is costing me money. Every time I'm giving this away to players, it's costing me money. So
example, no, I don't mean like for rewards. I just mean in game, like specifically when you're playing the playtest, you have intel to work with.
Oh, you mean in the PTS?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean this is definitely easy. But I think they wanted to have the base numbers. They didn't because they wanted to have everyone with the same level, so that you can compare the data easily. Whereas
they just want the specific pre-made bots to be tested.
If some players are upgrading compared to some players who are not upgrading, then you're going to have like different stats, and it's going to make things more difficult for the team to understand the ratio and everything. It's going to require more analysis.
Yeah, it checks out. Okay.
So if I may ask a quick question, what's happening in regards to the Gemini? Has any changes been made to that? I can't really unlock it on this to see.
I don't think they've made any changes to Gemini.
Okay.
I'm not sure, to be honest. I will not be able to 100% answer that.
Yeah, I was quite excited for the Gemini because I thought it was going to be a large version of the Vortex. And it played very different, and I like the playstyle, but it does feel very underwhelming. So much so that I've
really
actually
like the
sold them
wave.
so I could upgrade to something else.
I read the feedback when it was released, and I know that the team has seen it as well. Again, I think it's the more weapon we add and the more abilities we add, it's going to
Take away from others.
we have to be careful. No, exactly. We need to be careful that it's balanced out and we're not like having knee-jerk reactions that are going to maybe create even more problems. So yeah, it's balancing in every game anyway is always a tricky one, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what this is for. What we're doing now in the public playtest.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm just glad that it's a public playtest and not a closed playtest, and I'm glad that we can talk about it openly. Like it's not like we're under NDA, and it's nice that we can all sort of in this Discord.
Yeah,
talk about,
I mean,
I don't like this. Oh, I do like this. Oh, but this, and then we can get different opinions. Because I've had now different opinions based off of what other people have said, and I agree or disagree, and I think that's good.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I think, to be fair, we have different kinds of playtest style.
You can join, by the way, so.
We have with the team. So sometimes we bring players. We can bring players in the future with NDAs to test some very early things, because sometimes we need to. Sometimes things take like 6 months to develop, and we want to learn at the very beginning if this is a good idea or not. So
I think
we might bring players at this time, but through NDA, for example.
I think it's good because there's a bit of a difference there with upcoming bots and upcoming balances. Like there is kind of a difference there. So someone being under NDA, for example, like a new Titan coming out, then yeah, like that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, some things like this, or like a new game mode, or maybe if we have a collaboration with an IP, for example, and we bring something to the game, that could be, there's a lot of different topics that we might need to bring players. Because when I was at Blizzard and Riot, it was all the time. I was working with the guild masters and the clan leaders and everything, because this is the core of your player base. They know your game better than you do. Right? Because they're playing this every freaking day when I'm working, and I don't have time to go through all extensively as players are. So it's just very important for us to work with our players.
I like that. That's really nice to hear.
Speaking of Titans, what's your release plan for them? Like, are Titans a battle pass item? Is that like a beginning of season, everyone gets it kind of thing?
A level up thing?
Or something else?
The Titan weapons?
No, like any new Titans. Like, what's your release plan? Is it a battle pass item, or just like everyone gets it at the beginning of a season type thing?
Everybody will get it at the beginning of the season.
Okay.
Because we feel that Titans are a core of the gameplay, and we don't want to monetize this. We feel that this is giving a power to a player that is paying if you're giving them the Titan that another player cannot buy, right?
That's good to hear.
It will be through progression though, just like the other Titans.
So leveling up then, I guess?
Yeah.
You will have to level up, yeah. Or unlock it.
Okay.
I think this is still undecided, to be honest, at this point, exactly, because it's still early. I mean, we have still a bit of time. But I think it's what the team was leaning on lately.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to do it.
What about in regards to the new Titan modules? When are they due to be starting to be rolled out? Do you know?
I discussed that with the team this week, and I don't have an answer for you on this point yet. We have some ideas, but we're not sure.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
I don't know if any changes were made to the Magneto, but it does feel pretty nice at the moment. I think my hit reg feels a bit better, but that could just be me imagining things.
No, we have implemented a fix this week for hit rage that was broken recently, and so it's a first fix. and we should have more coming very soon. So if you have more problems with hit registration, please leave some feedback as well, because we need to pull the logs to understand what's happening.
Yeah. I mean, at the moment, I've only noticed improvements. It's like hitting with the gozers, I'm actually hitting them now as opposed to like one ping every few seconds. So, you know, it's a vast improvement. I haven't tried with
quite
the
a bit
rail.
yesterday. It's a significant improvement for me as well.
I just haven't tried with the trebuchets. Maybe I'll try that next match, because that was one I had a big problem with before.
Yes, I mean, personally, that's where I was very frustrated. So,
I'm hitting him, man. What's going on?
yeah, no, it was really cool.
Down to
Yeah, I think yesterday, I played trebuchets quite a bit. I think yesterday there were maybe like 2, maybe 3 shots out of like the 5 hours I played that I was like, that should have hit. When before it was a lot more. So it's a big improvement, whatever you guys did.
Every game before, like every 30 seconds, you had something that was not registered.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was very frustrating when you were about to kill somebody and
it's off their own.
I think something that might get frustrating, especially with the Siren nerf, is the hit detection of the ability is kind of 50-50. So with the nerf of it, how it is now, I feel like if it's only going to hit also 50% of the time to register that way.
Am I seeing this right? Do Magnetos now actually magnetize towards the person a little bit? No, I'm tripping, never mind.
Ooh, that would be quite cool, like a slight lock-on.
Yeah, like a little bit of a magnet, you know, on the mech. That could...
Magneto makes sense.
Suggestion, maybe, you know?
They are quite a powerful
magnetic ball.
They are very powerful.
Yeah, and upgraded, they're fun.
I think Magnetos kind of have their own gimmick. I think that would be cool for another weapon though. I'd like to see something. Like slight tracking, not like full lock on, but just some kind of drift in the direction of an enemy.
Oh, bullets around an enemy to kill another one.
Yeah.
I really would love to see a healing-based bot that has a healing circle around it. Maybe it doesn't do quite as much as tier or something, but it'd be... Because what's really frustrating, or was frustrating for me at the start, before I started doing sort of sessions like this, is whenever I would heal someone, they'd jump out of the circle. And it's like, oh, damn it. I wanted to heal, but I wasted on you, I could have healed myself.
I think the main problem right now is that all the VFX, the color coding is not good. If you don't understand, is that something for my enemies, that's something for my teammates, should I stay in or out? It's very confusing. This isn't
I don't know.
Something that might be quite good to do, sorry, is that adding like little healing pluses in the bottom corners of the screen. And maybe also like the voice saying, you are being thingy regenerating or health recovery or something like that. Would be quite a...
All the head right now is, the head is quite old. I mean, it was from the early access, and I haven't updated yet. I know that at some point we're going to do this.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a lot of things that are still...
If you need a voice actor, yeah.
I think, okay, small sample. We do this in Warhammer for Total War. There is a spell where that anyone that was in an area effect or heal, anybody that was in the area effect, when the spell will be activated, anybody that was in it gets a healing, like a temporary heal, and it works right outside of it, so it sticks to them. So
I like
So if someone were to walk into, to your bubble, and then someone just walks out, they get a temporary heal for like 2 seconds or 3 seconds.
I'll be honest, I think that's a great idea for a whole nother bot. That sounds really fun.
Yeah.
Because I do like the tier ability, I'll be honest. I do like having that ability. You know what would be also nice is maybe you can have a lock onto 3 people and with the same effect that you said, like it's like a lock on a heal and it stays with them and heals them quite a lot, but it's only up to a certain amount, so it's not too overpowered. That would also... Yeah, kinda, yeah.
Okay.
So like, let's say you have 3 targets and you'll have like a blue box around a blue box around your team, or like a green box, whatever.
Like a type of ability, but healing.
Not quite. It would basically send like a little drone that would hover or next to or above the bot, and it can target up to 3 like well, what is it? Your team, or what is it? Not the opposite of an enemy. I couldn't think of the word. And then they will sort of help. Let's stay allied with an ally, and they will stay with the bot even if they walk away, and it will heal them. And then you have like a cooldown. I think that would be really, really good, especially as someone who likes to play as a support and a healer. That would be very, very fun. Maybe it doesn't have to be 3, it could just be 1, it could just be 2.
Your suggestion on the Discord server?
Really? Oh, okay.
Really, there's really things that we're taking from the players themselves. Zukapa is the point to say that throughout early access, there's tons of things that players were just suggesting, and we're like, oh, that's cool. Okay, let's implement it.
Yeah, there was one thing that I did suggest in early access that's actually added, and I was like, holy cow, they actually put that. I was like, it's gotta be like January 23. Well, something like that, I can't remember.
Show me the money.
Oh, speaking of that person quitting, is there any talk of penalties for people who quit with a bot that's still there? Because that's something that has been very frustrating, especially seeing for
yes.
the opposite team.
Yes. So a penalty system. So the first thing is in the next game. You're talking about leavers, right?
Yeah, people who leave mid-match.
Yeah. Okay. So in the next patch, not patch, I would say next season. We are going to introduce when the player is leaving, they're going to be replaced with a bot instead.
Mid-match?
Mid-match. And the idea, what we're trying to achieve, and this, I'm not going to 100% confirm that because it's very complicated to do, but what we're trying to achieve is copying the finger of the player that is leaving, and the bot is playing the remaining robots from the player who left. So that we're not changing the meta of the game, right? We're reusing what the players had in their finger the moment that they left the game.
Yeah, that just sounds
interesting.
So that's the intent, but now how feasible is that? It's a bit tricky, I have to say. So I don't know if the team will be able to do that.
I think maybe do it in like baby steps to where when a person leaves, the bot explodes, then a preset of an AI hanger, because I pretty much know all the stuff they have. Do a preset of it first, and then as time goes on, and if you do custom loadouts, then do that.
Yeah. It's probably going to be by iterations for sure.
Yeah, that's cool.
That will be the intent. And then we want to have obviously. I want to say not just punishment, but also like rewards for good behavior, right? Like other games do to encourage like good behavior, especially because there's something that's very frustrating for me right now, and I still don't know how to fix this. There's players who don't follow the rules of the gameplay of the game mode, right? And so we need to encourage in a way players to actually play the game mode.
Oh boy, that's not good.
Is there any way to implement some kind of system to be able to rejoin should your game crash or you disconnect, so you can get back in with your party and back into the team?
Yeah, that's very tricky. That's even at Blizzard we were struggling with this on Overwatch, to be honest. So
yeah, understood.
I don't think my team will be able to pull this out right now. It will be on the long run, but right now that's going to be very tricky.
I saw that like this system, like you can rejoin even your game crash it, but it's mostly, but mostly if it's like it's not gonna end.
If this is a short break, like maybe a couple of seconds, that could be. But if this is more than this, if your PC crashes, for example, or something like this, I mean, it's a lot of development for sure.
Yeah. In this game, it's not the end of the world because like matches are pretty short. But,
but the problem is sometimes the servers are not stable because again, we're not Blizzard or Riot or this kind of thing. So of course the service is not as stable, which is very annoying. And I'm on my team every week, like looking into the logs and making sure that we're improving. But yeah, it's and that's the reason why I do understand that such a feature is very important, especially when your service is not super stable like this. Especially, in Europe, or the servers in Europe are quite stable. I think the the ones in the US around Dallas is the one that is struggling the most for some reason.
We don't have too many issues on the Europe side in regards to like server disconnects or anything. It's usually just my game crash or something. But it's not. It's not often. It's not often.
It's a better with the crashing crashing games.
So
like start like I think it's for like when a game release my PC like crashed like 2 times in the day, and now it's like 0. It's stable now.
Yeah, I think so. One of our KPIs for this year in terms of client crashes is to have less than 1% of our player base that is having a crash, client crash per day. Right, and right now we're very close on PC. I think we're at 1.47% this week. But on Xbox, for example, we are like 4%, and on Xbox One, we are like 7% right now. So we have a lot of work to do on Xbox at the moment.
Well, this is awkward.
Oh, well, another question related to leaving. It's a different kind of question. You know when all your bots are dead and then you leave a match? For instance, Last Boss Standing or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
where you can't get your bots back. And you leave before the match is over. What happens to the rewards? Do you get them later when the match is done, or do you not get them at all? This is a very hard to answer question.
I think I've always seen it pop up in the top right corner when the game ends, saying battle rule. Yeah, battle rewards received.
That's funny. I just did that in the playtest a few minutes ago, and I got that pop up saying rewards received.
Okay.
We lost fish stickers.
Good, because I didn't know, so that's now I have the answer.
It's alright, we got ya. We got ya.
Down to business.
And we're going to rework also, I think it's CDM, that we're going to rework on.
It appears that I am against you,
Log
Windows.
in, shoot, repeat.
Something I would love to see is other bots, but they're like special editions. For example, like, I don't know, maybe Tier could have like a whole different shape, or you know, it still looks like Tier. I mean, like the mobile game, you get like these special editions. Like there's an Ares, and you've got like the Ares with the tentacles. I forget the name of it. That would be good.
So can I explain to you? Can I give you a bit of a reason why this is very difficult for us, and the reason why I, as an executive producer, I made a decision not to go down the cosmetic route with War of Frontiers, is because every time you're asking me to create another geometry for the same robot, it is effectively asking me to create another robot completely from scratch. And creating a robot is taking me between 4 to 6 months. Because it's so complex, because it's pieces that need to be able to assemble with all the computer. So all of a sudden, if you're asking me to build this, then the skin, I mean, this is going to be a skin. I'm going to sell this at such an outrageous price that you're going to be yelling at me, Jen, what are you doing? It's just a skin. But it's because it's today. So we're exploring other things because we really want to allow players to customize further their robots, right? And so like more materials, more effects maybe some things that we can have like wings or like I don't know, like crazy things, that banners that you can wear around you that would not fit with the environment.
Little flags would be cool on top, like a faction, like a clan flag as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And if you have any ideas of the kind of things that you can build, actually, you know, that would not be just like building a robot, because this is freaking expensive, and I would not be able to sell this. You would not buy it. You would not buy it. And to be fair, I would feel bad because it's just a skin at the end of the day, but the cost of that would be expensive.
I mean, at the same time, building a skin or selling a skin, as long as it hasn't got like a 10% increased damage or health or something, you could technically monetize that. If people complain about that, you can still get the same bot, it just looks different. So if you had to make it monetize, like a monetized way, that I mean, I personally
But if I sell this thing like $60, you feel like this would
True.
be
Okay, that's a bit expensive. Yeah.
right. I mean, that's
Exactly.
because it's so expensive. Those things, it's so expensive like in animation and VFX, and it's really complicated for me to build this.
I guess you can't really just take a tier, it's like rigging and then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So it's it's when you're building a game, you have to, from a business perspective, it's very silly, and I know I'm not about money myself, but it's from a business perspective, you have to make the right choices because otherwise you're going to into that.
Yeah.
Like using something like the bolt-on system that MechWarrior Online has would be a much better way of getting more or less the same thing as what you're kind of asking. Because if you make like a flag item and then give all torsos like a geometry spot where like all flags get mounted, if you buy a flag, you can now mount that flag onto any bot.
Yeah, that would be cool. I think a flag for like your clan would be quite fun. It's like an option.
Yeah, there's a lot of things, and this is just a mesh, right? So this is just entering a mesh somewhere and whatever part of your button. So that's easy for us. Well, it's easier for us to do.
Yeah, exactly.
There are other forms of cosmetics you could do. You could do death VFX, trace surrounds.
Get a little animation that pops out of your button.
I'm just crafting this out of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
What would be cool is like you have a little hologram pop up above you when you get a kill, and then you, as the player, can see it.
Yeah. Oh, that's the kind of thing that could be cool, yeah.
Yeah, like tie in the hero pilots to it or something, like, I don't know, like Marcus doing a little rock on kind of emote or something on a kill.
Oh yeah, I would love to see 3%.
I do hope the healing bubble
Buy
is...
this? Would you buy this?
I would definitely.
I would still buy it for about 100 euros.
I feel like the clan
You underestimate what nerds will buy.
Should be part of like the clan system when it's added. But those sort of things, yeah, I'd buy it. Not, as long as it's not too expensive.
No. I mean, obviously no. It's not. You know, everything has to be. I'm trying right now to bring the game more, you know, in balance between playing players and non-playing players. It's very difficult. It's very difficult, to be honest. But,
You want it to be stable and interactive to everyone.
Yeah.
It is a freaking puzzle. It is really difficult to keep everybody happy.
It's so difficult. No one, not everyone can be happy. Holy cow.
That's why I think the announcement of pilots being paid for within game currency is a good move, because now
but
say,
at the
pay
same
to win,
time,
can't say it.
at the same time, the players who bought those pilots were very upset.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Those players, they were very upset because basically they were saying, hey, I purchased those pilots because that was the only way, and now you're saying that some of them are going to be for free. And I understand that, right? It's very difficult whenever we're making a decision. Everyone is there's always going to be someone who's going to be unhappy because.
Yeah, I mean, we even got someone who was unhappy because there's a bundle right now. There's two for buying 2 pilots for 494 reals. Someone got upset because they're like, oh well, I already bought these pilots and now they're in a bundle that you can get two different ones for technically a cheaper price, but it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just you were early.
Destroyed.
I've got Dusty flying my ass.
You are very good, Spencer. I will give you that.
Vortex still seem pretty good. I've been using them quite a bit.
Distance is pretty good. Close range, I think that needs tweaking. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. I don't know about Dozy. He's the Vortex main.
I think.
Okay, long range.
I think
you've also got to think of what person who's dodging on the field as well. That's how like.
It's better. You can very more easily judge them. That's very.
Narcom users, on the other hand, you just sit there and just spray people. They're gonna. They're not gonna dodge it.
Yeah, nobody's gonna like
And
that.
it's a little bit hard, but maybe
I think
like
another thing that should be looked at is romp hunts. Romp hunts are becoming a problem now.
Yeah, I agree. Actually.
Really?
AOE.
I
yeah.
honestly think
well
rampants
needed
are in
buff.
like
Well
weak
needed
spot.
buff. Well needed
They
buff.
kill my Titan every time, especially the Matriarch, because it's so slow. They're just running away and just shooting me constantly. Because it's getting
The
the
other
little
problem-
middle core thing, which is the weakest part, that
The
they are
other
destroying me
problem
fast.
Usually Dynamo. You guys have
Jesus.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
How many people are in Discord? Holy!
Yeah,
That's a lot.
I had 9
Everyone
people
from the
in
other
mind,
groups are joining
and-
now.
Okay,
and I
so
was
I
like,
am
hey,
one of the
let's join divinities
last
for a
ones
second.
here.
There's too many people talking.
So I guess.
Oh, okay, then I'm the last bot standing. Great. I am the last bot. You have to be kidding me.
The armor damage for Rampant is too much. The AoE for Rampant is way too much. way too much. The AoE is starting to become a major problem to where you can just fire a little bit out of the enemy and it'll still hit for full damage.
Yeah.
And that's a problem. I mean, I managed to
Turning
get
down the
someone
rate of
from-
fire would help.
Oh, I think the rate of fire is fine. I think
But
the
it-
damage is more so the issue.
I don't know. Like I'm not really sure what everyone's issue with them is. I think they're perfectly balanced after the shield damage reduction.
I'm enjoying them now.
The reduction to shields is nice, but the armor is a
Let's
bit too
do we
much.
go back down or not?
No, I wanted to ask
The AoE
Unity
is
if
a
you
small tune. It's a small tune, please.
It gives me
I might go back to the original. Come on.
You coming back in the squad, Fish?
Amy,
I'm glad to ask. What did you ask?
Divinity. I just wanted to know if you wanted to make extra playtest discords for your thing. I'm running with Doja right now. Who's in your clan?
If you want, I can leave the group. Just ask, bro.
No, not leave the group. Just create extra Discord channels for your playset.
I'm gonna back it down.
Okay, we're going against, I can't tell if those are diamonds. I'm new still.
There are so many people in this one Discord call. How
I know.
many? God. 1, 2, 3.
That's what happens whenever Jen pops in.
There are 19.
Wow.
19 people. Holy.
People want their dev wisdom.
Yeah.
Oh, for me.
I'm gonna
Jen
go
joins
cut
and then
D.
all of a sudden, you have an entire army. Yeah, give me 1 second. I am changing something.
Do you think that the healing bubble for tier could get a slight graphical change to make it have little pluses? So you kind of as someone who's who's played a lot of games with healing involved, usually the little plus signifies that's healing, whereas the little cog and it being slightly yellow green to me doesn't really scream healing. It screams more like, what's happening? Because I remember at the start before I had a tier, I was like, what is this thing? But now I know what it is. But I feel like we do need more visual and audio cues for
Push, go back.
like support sort of things.
Other channel? Okay.
I think that's more the game knowledge issue. Like when the game first dropped first week, I was plopping down bubbles. People were just running out of them. But now people are always.
Oh
coming
yeah,
in.
that always happened. It was so annoying.
I still see that annoyingly.
God. I absolutely hate Siren, jeez. There already goes one of my bots.
Are you in the live build test?
Okay, how do you do just like these 5
I'm playing
shock
the
trains?
current game right now.
Yeah, the live build, not the test.
Yeah, Yeah, most people here are doing the playtest, I believe.
Okay.
Well, this is a
We'll
playtest.
do my
Okay,
survey
finally,
now.
I found a torch up.
Can you tuck it in?
My in-game mic isn't working, and I have no idea why.
Are you ready?
Really, man, can you ready up?
I'm ready. I'm ready. Sorry, I was doing something.
Battle contract found.
That
My
was
in-game
great
mic
to
won't work.
play just like against y'all. That was great to play against y'all.
I'm not sure what to put for the vortex missiles on the review because it's. I would say it's more because it got worse, used to be better, or it got better but the weapon is still strong. I don't know what I would pick there.
It's
because-
improved, but it's still rough, especially for
I
the
would
couple.
say
It's crap.
it's just like some easier to dodge, but it
But
feels
no, but
faster.
I'm saying that the survey thing that's the choices. Like I
Room
don't.
for improvement.
Is there a box to explain your opinions or no?
No, there isn't.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess
Got
that's
better,
what
but the
the.
weapon still is too strong. Well, that's not true. It got
I guess
worse,
that's
but
what
it
the
used to be
is for.
better. But
Why do we
that's
do
the
that, survey?
balancing of it. So the balancing got worse. Does that mean that it? I guess that it got better, but the weapon is still strong. But it's neither of those, and I don't. There is a change, so I don't know what to pick.
I'm loyal to a contract, not a cause.
I don't know.
Zap zap.
Yeah, because it's significantly worse now, and it feels under power. Well, it doesn't feel under power, but I would say the short range is worse.
There's a Grim coming up to
I'm sorry, a Grim right off the bat?
Yes.
No, he's in a different game to us.
Scooby, Scooby immediately started using Siren Orchid and just immediately got a Grim. I love that.
Wait, mate.
Well, that's confusing.
Yeah.
And also, for me, for some reason, ever since the patch that was supposed to fix the hit rate, it got worse for me when I'm not on my home server.
That's odd.
I know. Otherwise, it's just my Wi-Fi being really stupid.
Sorry, can you repeat?
Me?
Brisk? Are you like dead set I think it was Brisk that was saying.
About the server thing. Who was saying that?
Yeah.
He was having hit wreck issues, and he said something about hit wreck issues and something about it not being on his home server.
Well, hit reg issues when he wasn't on his own server.
Yeah, there we go.
Lag.
Would you like to have more information, Brisk? I don't know if you hear me, but if you can send me your player ID and when this is happening to you, if you can let me know so we can look into your logs and we can understand what's happening.
Alright. But I have been, yeah, alright. Oh no!
Is bro okay? What just happened?
I got the funny phantom jump scare. I can't see. Oh no!
What? What happened?
I got jump scared by a phantom.
I must say that
I'm probably dead
extremely
here.
happy
Yes, I am.
the damage buff.
You are not dead. You are not dead. You are not dead.
On fresh spawn people, I really like that, and I do like that there's no time. Thank you that there's no timer in Last Robot Standing or whatever game mode it was. Thank you. That was so annoying having to wait 2 minutes just to spawn a little bit closer. Now I have more free range. I'm very happy.
There's no timer on there's no timer on PDF?
No timers at all anymore, I don't believe. And I thank you they got rid of the damage buff. Or the damage increase, sorry. When you spawn. Oh, that is... No more Grims rushing out of their spawn using the ramp technique to come to our spawn, be invincible and slaughter everything.
This is on the PTS. I'm wondering if this is a change with the intended for the PTS. I see the question.
What I said?
Yeah.
It's they removed the 50% damage increase, It says it in chat.
It's on live, you mean?
No, not on live.
On the test
I'm
server.
talking about PTS.
No, on audio.
Yeah, no, PTS still has the damage increase, which is very annoying, which is now going to be gone once the public tests it. I'm happy about that. I'm only talking about the PTS.
That shit don't work on me.
Just had a weird
I'm just doing
interaction
the
with the
server,
siren
which is
thing. The projectile didn't seem to come out of where it should have, like where I was aiming.
Stand still.
It's very odd.
Press K, I can heal you. Press K. Come on.
Oh.
I don't know how to reply to the talents because I couldn't really test them. I mean, they were on some of the pilots, but
Oh yeah, a couple of the talents are like locked to a
Magnetos, so much damage.
I'm really sad that the prize fighter got nerfed though.
Enemy Titan deployed.
We have a matriarch over at E.
Destroy the Titan.
As well as a Grim over at E.
Fenrir
We can use some
That
assistance.
sounds so much
please.
fun to deal with.
Fenrir feels even stronger now. I don't know what it is.
I think it might just be because it's max level up there.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah, that might be it.
You got frozen twice.
Yep,
Yeah, I didn't
waited
think
till
about
freeze
that.
To finish and then I did one.
Oh, that's a Grim. That's a Grim.
So I went into the test server with the Fenrir that you get with the incinerator lighters, and it was like, oh, it's the same time to kill, but yeah, it's level 13 compared to the level 1 I usually test, so I guess it does deal less damage, so that's good. Like, it still feels strong, but...
I still haven't understood how they work. I heard something about like I don't know.
Can you please move?
Sorry.
I'm trying to get past, but I can't move. I'm like stuck. Alright, there we go.
Down to business.
I'm gonna hide on B.
I'm going for C. I'm going for C.
Oh, really now?
Yes, I'm in a Titan. Fucking.
But you're not even on the playtest.
One's going over to D.
I don't think anyone's in the game with you, mate.
What do you mean? I have like 5.
Not you. I mean the guy, the Brisk.
Glad, no.
He's playing in normal.
I know.
Yeah. So I don't know why he's. I
how
don't know why
dare you
he's
put
like
that public
reporting on his
test right now?
We don't really need to know about his game.
Molested. God. Ouch. They're on E. Oh, they
Why
kept
in
every
the
single
survey
point.
Does it say? Oh no, I misread. Ignore me.
Actually,
I'm just,
wonder how many other weapons do we have that are already max level? I still a lot. Oh yes, we
Gonna
have
try to
max
cap
level
D.
Punishers. Even the Scourge is max level. The Magneto.
Everything is nice.
Capping D.
The Magneto. I have been wanting to try out the Amravana.
I'm really glad the change for every damage you do, you get 20% shield thing. I'm glad that got reduced because
Did everybody go down to the bottom VC? Oh.
You guys
I
went
guess
down.
they're actually
We
playing
kept telling
a
you
live
that.
game or something. I don't know.
I think,
Well, I was playing
they're in
again.
a separate group.
30% of your ammunition is nice. I'm very happy with that.
Give me 1 second. I'm just changing something.
30% on what you said?
Metal Flamers.
Okay, cool. I can actually write a response.
Guys, do you hear me?
No.
Yep, we
Yeah.
hear you.
Who said
Yeah,
that?
I'm here.
I like that. That's like no. Like what you are thinking about nerf of flamers?
Oh, thanks.
Nerf for flamers?
I think it's okay.
I think it's okay. I'm not super opinionated on it.
As
So
someone who
I've never really used flamers myself.
Oh.
and it's kind of hard to tell because you've been given max level flamers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the damage over time, I think that's going to be less egregious for when you got like fight like a Fenrir flamer and you like you kill it and you're like, oh, I lived. How did I live that? And then tick, 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 and now you're dead.
Yeah. They actually have like some increased at least some time for that on the some incinerators.
Yeah, if you have more incinerators, it's gonna stack.
Yeah.
They
it
made
still
them
feels like
on
a good combo. It's just not as egregious.
They made them some on to where
it's still gonna be
like some it does just like some just like a bit less damage, but it does more damage over time.
Yeah.
I think you need 3 incinerators to get more dot than it is on live.
Oh yeah, I
Which
actually
I
do
think
have a build.
I think is fair because that means that overall it's like a nerf overall to kind of the damage over time level, which I think is good because the damage over time
you need
was pretty egregious.
You need 3 now after on the test. You need 3 instead to get the same level like before.
Yeah. Yep. I think 3 is like slightly more than on live. 2 is slightly less than on live. The only thing is like running triple heavy weapons usually is not ideal.
Yeah.
Hopefully when the quad legs come out, maybe they could have like some super high load quad legs to open up heavy builds, but I don't know.
I think a spider style bot would be cool, and I talked about this I think with you, so is it uses fuel but can kind of climb walls up until a certain point and then it would drop off if the fuel got too low, because that would stop people from just climbing walls and like going to places where they shouldn't be, but also it would kind of add new ways to fight. I don't know how it would be added, but
they've already said the climbing thing's not going to be a thing for quads.
Yeah.
No.
I don't want to disappoint. No, unfortunately, that's not.
That's gonna
but
be
the spiders are going to have like different kind of like movement abilities compared to. And I'm saying that because
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I just had this genius idea. I was just like make it on to where you can change the color of the flame. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's cosmetic.
Cosmetics, yeah. Blue flame. Kind of neat.
Has there been any thoughts about melee weapons or anything getting added?
Yes.
Oh,
We
yes,
technically have 2.
but we don't have this on the roadmap for this year.
Yeah. Thank you.
They might be coming in the future. That's good to know.
Yeah, it might. Well, we had this in like in the previous iterations, but it was really. So the problem with the melee is where we want to make sure it's not going to break the core gameplay.
Yeah.
So it's quite difficult for us to implement. So we need a bit more. I think we will need to bring the players early on, just like I was saying earlier. So yeah, maybe next year.
Or even maybe the ability, if you're boosting into an enemy mech, if you're like going faster, then it will actually do some damage to the mech shields or something like that.
That's an idea. That's an idea. Guys, I'm going to jump to the other channel just to be fair for everyone, just so that.
Yeah, no problem.
It was great talking to you tonight.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for answering the questions.
Yeah, it was my pleasure. It was my pleasure. And again, leave your feedback on the story on our channel. That will be super important for us. As a reminder, on Tuesday we're going to read everything with my team and pulling all the landings. So
yeah.
All right.
Keep up the great work and give my regards to the cosmetics team.
GG's.
They're putting out really good stuff.
Agreed. Agreed.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a good evening.
You too. You too.
I had died.
Ah, that was cool. I like that.
Yeah, so
Okay.
There we go. Everyone leaving to follow the death.
Yeah, right.
The lightning weapon actually seems to be pretty good.
I'll be honest, flame is still pretty good. As a flamer,
Yes,
it
they
doesn't
have
feel
shock
too
train.
weak.
Shock train.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is like I feel like it's been buffed. Definitely. Uh oh, I've been frozen. I'm dead.
I think it was.
Yes.
Take him out.
I think someone said that they haven't been buffed, but they fixed a bug that does not turn down.
Yeah, they fixed a bug and introduced a new one that just makes the chain lightning do more damage than it should.
In the playtest?
Yeah.
It's on live, but I assume it totally made it into the playtest.
It was actually 2 days ago. In the main one.
Yeah, on live, yeah.
Nice, Bryce. Hey, that Ryan.
Those with what you messaged me, I wasn't quite expecting them to like, answer questions. I thought they were just gonna play with us. That's quite cool.
The flamers.
Yeah, no, she usually just chills out and answers questions. Because it's pretty late for her by the time she gets on.
Yeah.
Because they're, I want to say like 9 hours ahead of me at least.
She's 1 hour ahead of me, so that would be nearly 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
10 p.m.
Same time as me.
Try.
Alright. I'm dead.
Something I wanted to ask, but they said they wanted to go, is I really want, bots with arms that can punch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, so actually, do you know? I'm just
I
like
think that would have to be for like a
new
Titan.
sword bot. I mean, you know the new sword bot? Into the normal one?
No, you mean the mobile game? Yeah.
Yeah. In the mobile game. That's.
No, a
why did we
Titan that
got
can
that
beat
into
things
this game?
would be so funny. You just see this Titan
Yeah.
go boom, boom, boom.
I mean, to be honest, Grim already has swords, so that's off the list.
It's not kind of a sword, I guess.
More of a Beyblade,
Yeah.
I would say, not swords. Because there's a difference between a spinning blade and something that has a knife that it just swings and like pokes with. It's a bit different. I'm on about more of fists. Like it's like a boxing bot.
For like geometry wise, I think that'd probably have to be on a Titan, just because they're like very set in stone with how they look, and they'd be a lot easier. I don't know if you guys ever played Chrome Hounds, but like they have like a steel pike, and it was just like a tube with a spring in it, and it was just one big metal spike that would like punch out and then retract back in. I think that would be a good way to do a melee weapon. Yeah.
That would be cool.
Because
Well,
that
you know,
could
have
fit
you ever seen
onto,
Titanfall?
like, regular bots. Yeah.
Yeah, probably something kind of like from just like that game. You know, just like you know, some execution. I would love to see that implemented into this, but I doubt that'll come.
You say Vortex needs a damage now?
Yes. No, it does
Honestly,
You don't have a shield and you have a medium.
Vortex is not
Just
needed
dash.
damage.
Honestly, it's so easy to
Vortex
dodge
is already
that.
insane as it is.
I said no.
Oh no, you don't. You don't. No, agreed.
After this change with how you can actually dodge them if you like burn a bunch of fuel, I think it's fine.
Because at the end of the day, that's user error, not their weapons. Because you should be conserving your energy to dodge. But if you're trying to get away, then you've got to find cover as best you can. If you're out in the open, that's the risk you take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really, really hope they bust up because I was so excited to use them, and that they're just awful.
Yeah, they're probably the worst. Oh, no, sorry. Tusks are the worst weapon in the game right now. Scatters are definitely not good.
I wouldn't say scatters are the worst. I would actually.
They
I'm
are
not sure,
great.
actually.
I've gone against them and beaten them every time, so.
They have like a 14 to second, 16 time to kill in the test range against a bot that's not moving. That is not good.
Yeah, that's actually fair. That is horrible.
Yeah.
The gate's ours. Prepare for drone deployed.
I'll tell you, I am working for him. Yeah. No.
Yeah, we lost this one. We can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't come back. JJ.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm a little more focused on actually testing the items and thinking about that. I didn't even notice the bar at the top. To be fair, that's on me, I guess.
Yeah, it's more focused on just like some, it's like checking to see how it is and stuff.
Yeah. Like, having never used flamers before this, well, like, outside of the test range, I think they're still good. They still seem pretty good.
From someone who uses flame, they're still fine. I would say they've got like a 50% overall reduction from feel.
Yeah.
But then again, those are maxed out weapons.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
We are also going against maxed out bots. I feel like it balances it.
Like,
I suppose. Like, the time to kill on them still seem like in the test range, which I don't think those levels change. The time to kill on these level 13, this level 13 setup, is like the same as a level 1 setup on live.
Yeah.
So it's a definite nerf, but they're still really strong. So
we have one slot, by the way. We have one slot.
And they should be strong because you have to get within like kissing distance to actually do anything.
100 meters, yeah.
Kissing distance.
Yeah, it's almost.
Give him a little love tap.
Give him a hug.
Yeah, give him a hug.
Maybe like
Hug of death.
maybe like a little bit buff Squarch, maybe like put like 5-second red on a Squarch, maybe that would be nice. Like you have like 2 good close range weapons. That would maybe nice.
Game left, guys. Quick, ready up.
Oh.
Oh, the Scourge, yeah. Yeah, we lost a few people.
More reload. Like
Yeah.
one
I think there's only
reload
like 2 minutes until the PTS stops.
I'll be honest.
No.
I'll be honest, Dozer.
No.
I don't think it does. It's a very
It's
powerful
an hour,
weapon.
an hour and 2 minutes until it closes.
Needs about a second reload increase. Decrease.
Unless I'm losing it. Hold on.
Maybe, but
I'm changing something. Give
you
me a
can
second.
destroy a Titan with one of those. I mean, with my areas with only 4,
No, the
I
current
can destroy a
U time
Titan.
it says in 2 minutes it will end. Everyone too busy doing
Not for
builds
me.
and then we're about to end.
What?
The
Well,
UTC.
an hour left. What
It
do you mean?
says 20. It says until 2000 UTC.
Let's see. Balancing playtest, April
Not for me. It just says
2100.
until 4, and for me it's
CEST.
3.
Ah, I'm an idiot.
2100
CEST. I'm
UTC.
sorry. Yeah. My
Yeah,
bad, my bad.
if you go onto announcements and scroll up a little bit, it'll have the translated time codes for your PC. It says 2 p.m. for me, and it's 1 p.m. right now.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Mhm.
My bad.
I'll probably start writing my feedback with like a half hour to go.
Alright, I'm ready.
I've already done it. I'm just chilling with you guys now.
Come on,
We've got
Dozer.
2 spots if anyone else wants to join us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, invite me. My name is Siren Ingame.
Got a code somewhere.
Can you post it again in general?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What?
There you go. Code there. In the chat.
Okay, y'all guys have to try on the Magneto. It is broken.
It is, but it also takes a lot of skill to use,
okay,
so I
okay.
think it's pretty balanced.
That is true.
Yeah, same like with the Gemini.
Did Magneto get buffed? It seems like it fires faster.
The I can
didn't
kill a
find a difference.
flanker in like 8 seconds. I can kill a flanker.
If you're playing them on the test server, they're all level 13 items. And leveling them up
That is true. So that makes
leveling them up greatly increases reload and fire
Wait,
rate.
Divinity, where do you
I didn't know
send
that actually.
Yeah,
Which
that's probably
chat?
why.
It's in the voice.
Yeah,
chat.
they're from what I understand, they're kind of like the Gozers, where
put it in
they're
general chat
really
as
crappy
well.
at level 1, but get in like
Oh, yeah, I see.
exponentially better the more you level them up.
Oh. What have I done? Sorry, I'm just checking something real quick.
You know what would be cool?
Are they-
Weather effects. Like, but they're random.
Weather. Ooh.
Yeah.
Though we
I mean, they
did
kind of they
Yeah,
do
but
have
there
that
is
already.
yeah.
Like sometimes you'll spawn into a map and it's raining and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Really? I didn't even notice. I'll have to check.
Yeah,
that out.
Yeah.
the weather,
Yeah.
time of day, that all changes every time you load into
Well, I
a
think
map.
it's only on.
You know what? You're right
Spectrum.
with the day thing because I always wondered that with the lava map because it's so noticeable on there for me.
Mhm.
Okay, thanks. I never even thought about that.
I think it only rains on Spectrum from time to time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't even.
I would like
noticed the
snow.
rain.
They've got like 3
Snow would be
daytime,
nice.
daytime, nighttime, and something in between.
Uh,
like on the lava one.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Mhm.
Are you ready, Spencer?
I do like the idea of this cosmetic stuff we were talking about, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to see some more cosmetics.
When she said, "Would you guys buy that?" Did she mean? I thought she meant real life money, but did she mean in game?
No,
No, I think she
means
means like
Oh,
real life
def-
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Definitely. real life.
She was like, "Oh no, like, and I didn't really mean." Get
By
what she
the
was
way, don't forget, she actually, I'm just like kind of hinted, because I was like I asked, I was like is there ever going to be a Assault Titan? And she said to wait until next week.
To be fair, it's kind of obvious an Assault Titan's coming out. I've been kind of expecting that.
Yeah,
it's
because
the only one
Or
that's
Sniper
not
Titan.
got a class.
Sniper.
Yeah, it's the only one that doesn't have a Titan. To be honest, it took me just until level 30 to realize that Alpha was a tactician and not a assault.
Nope.
Ooh, a sniper a triple sniper
A
Spider or
sniper
something would be
Titan.
quite cool.
Triple Zeus
A
Titan.
sniper Titan.
No.
You would have
Sniper spider, guys.
We don't need any more camping items, Loki.
You would need to be very careful with balance about that. You would need to make it so it's like a multi-shot,
squishy.
long-range pinpoint. And if it's just like a one-tap, that would be way too strong.
True,
That
okay.
is true.
Or make it
I would
like
say
very
actually on-
squishy, like that Titan, like Sniper.
I would
Titan
say
would
I was
be
like
very
some-
squishy.
If it some one tap time, it would have just a 15-second cooldown.
Because it
something
seems
like
like the way they're balancing the Titans, like there's definitely a lot of, I don't know how else to say it, but like awkwardness to them to balance out how powerful they could be.
Yeah.
Like you've got a tactician in the game right now with like a rapid fire, only 400-meter weapon. Because that could have very well been because it's meant to be a backline, launch your missiles, launch your beam, but like you have to get relatively close to use the primary. And like the matriarch's little shotgun, you have to be even closer than the lighters to do anything with.
I love the Matriarch. Can't wait till they have the actual other games. Cool to know that she's also someone who likes to play the healer class. I like that. You don't meet many people who like
Trust
doing
me,
that.
I am like
funny
the main
because
healer on just everything I play. I am like the main healer. I love being healer.
whenever I play games where there's a healing class, I have never really met anybody else who does it. But now I've met Soul, Dozer, and one of the team, and I guess you as well. Like, there's so many people, and it's so cool to see because it's nice. Not everyone's just focused on damage and kills; they're focused on support.
I see. Like,
that's why I was like I love to be in just like every single game I'm in. I prefer to be just like a support class and not really worry on how much damage I'm doing. I
like a
prefer
bit of
either
both.
like support.
I like a bit of both, to be fair. I like doing a bit of damage, but I also want to make sure my team's okay.
For example, I met like squad with the 2 Lancelot people stuff. Like 2 Lancelot each other is very
I like that the vortex also fly faster. Like,
Do they? I did feel that too, actually. I didn't feel I think you're right.
Yeah, it's funny. Somebody was saying like, oh, it used to take 2 business days to ship the missiles to the enemy. Like, I
Yeah.
agree with that. It's a good
And
way
now
of
they
putting
go
it.
like a lot more faster. I will say that.
It's good.
Yeah.
They just need to make it more complex to dodge because it's too easy.
I
guess they have
think
to
I
also
think it's
balance
fine.
the user.
Just gotta tie it.
Exactly. I think it's fine. Like they should be dodgeable if you want to burn through a ton of fuel. Because you sure as hell won't be able to dodge the next volley if all your fuel is gone. Maybe like a very slight reload speed buff to compensate for the fact they can be dodged, but then again they also fly to the enemy faster, so I don't know. But I don't know, I'm enjoying using them, so.
I'm not enjoying close range, but I do feel like distance they're still usable.
Yeah. Well, they
I feel
need
like
a
it's just good
downside, I
fix people
suppose.
complaining about them, which I didn't even know was a thing until recently.
No,
I'm
it's
staring
just,
at.
they're not necessarily strong, it's just more so they feel bad to play against, because like you're locked on and now, okay, cool, guaranteed damage is coming my way. Because even hugging a building, like, the way their AI would sort of try to lock and follow your position perfectly, like, I would have them, they would just like kind of curve around the building and still hit me, even though I was hugging it.
For me, I just always moved against a wall and then they would always go into the wall. That's how I used to dodge them.
Yeah, even
I'm
then
inside
though,
the enemy.
like some of them would get through.
True.
I would appreciate some healing, please.
I think this way it's a lot more fair for everyone. The missiles get to your target a lot faster.
Yeah.
And it's good for the user, and then it's good for the enemy, because they can actually have a chance of dodging them at a cost.
People still complain though.
Oh, yeah, of course. People are always going to complain.
Hey, is anybody made some healer?
I find it funny that there's only one healer type in the game, but well, I guess two if you're counting the Titan. And there's still so many people who like to play support, or at least in the school. I find that funny.
Yeah.
I really want more healing types. It's cool that my suggestion was added to the list. I like that. Or like added to the suggestions thing. That was cool.
Yeah.
What did you suggest?
So basically you're a healer, but you can lock up to like, I don't know, 3 allies. And then it will send a little drone and it will stay with the ally. It's
Yeah, like
that.
that's something in general I would like. I would like
Yeah.
more abilities, like core torso abilities that have charges.
Yeah.
So it's not just a one and done. Like, oh, let me throw out my little bit of healing here.
Yeah. So like you can, when you throw one, it will start like a cooldown, or maybe it's like you have to use all 3 and then it will do like a cooldown. That would be quite good.
Yeah.
Me and Siren
I
just
would love that.
made a quit, rage quit.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I saw that. He just leaves the game.
No, what?
Did you live, Siren?
I died at the last second.
I saw the beam. I was like, oh no, is he still alive?
Yeah.
Does
this
anyone know where
aim
that
nerf is
suggestion
more
was
like a buff.
posted? Or was it just like in their private chat thing?
What suggestion?
The suggestion for the bot that I had, the ability, I guess.
I don't know, maybe it's in their private eating.
Yeah,
Probably,
I
yeah.
guess.
She probably just made a mental note or whatever.
No, she said she wrote it down somewhere.
She liked
Oh,
the
okay.
idea of the boost damage into other bots though, if you're going faster.
Yeah, she probably wrote it down in her personal notes or something.
That's what
Yeah, true.
KT was doing. She was the note taker.
Ah, okay. The note taker. What a cool name.
I'm gonna attempt to just be just like a normal Siren. I wanna see how good it is.
It's alright.
A normal Siren?
Yeah, just like basic Siren.
I
like
see.
level 1? Or what do you mean?
No. I was like, you know,
Default
it's yeah. Default Siren.
Factory, if you go in the
Oh,
factory.
Yeah. Factory Siren. That's what I was like for. Alright.
Alright.
Because I actually are. All of the weapons for it are just like some already at level 13.
Hey, Maxico, what did you suggest? You said a healer bot?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So basically, you have little charges and they're little drones, and you like select one of your teammates, and then the little drone will
Yeah.
follow them and heal them.
Oh, so like Illuminate from like Mecha Break. I don't know if you've like played it before.
No, I haven't. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
It's basically that. It sends out like little drones to your teammates, heal them.
I would probably swap that bot out for my tier, or have it as an addition, because then I can actually reliably heal people. Maybe it could also be the. I should have said this. You could also heal yourself a little bit while healing other people, so there's actually a benefit to using it.
You get a little percentage of it.
Yeah, exactly.
A little taste, a little.
You know what would be cool though? Is like
when
if
you're
the
not
player was
targeting
killed,
anyone.
your healing stops to balance it. That would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just make it to where if you're not targeting anyone, it just heals you.
True.
Or just like oh no, that would. I don't know.
Only one
That
drone at a
would-
time. You can't stack the drones.
Yeah.
And it would also be just like just like some weak healing to make it not overpowered.
What it could be is like if you heal. So if you're not targeting anyone, it will heal yourself. But if you target someone, it will heal yourself and somebody else. So that way, it doesn't matter
You'll
if you
only
miss
get
or
a
not.
small percentage, like fucking 10% or something.
I just wish I could like check what she wrote down and make sure my whole suggestion idea was there. But oh well.
He's trying to have a tier.
I mean, you can always add that in feedback, like the feedback
True.
channel, and write it down.
How do we fill out this fucking feedback for? Oh, I've got to just like copy or what?
I think if you on the main menu, if you hit escape, there should be a button that says feedback. You press that.
Oh, okay. I'll do that later.
I can't believe that the test is already almost over.
Yeah.
It's gonna be over in about like 48 minutes.
Yep.
It's a bit annoying, but makes sense. They didn't want to overload the data.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They said the playtest rewards will be sent out on the 25th.
Oh, alright.
Interested.
Is it automatic through like the account? Yeah.
Yeah, you just make sure you enter, when you're filling out the survey, make sure you enter your correct username.
It didn't give me
You
that.
have to fill out the survey before the PTS is over.
Yeah.
It didn't give me
I
a
never-
name, so it depends what platform you play on. It will, because I asked one of the managers this. Whatever platform you play on will go to whatever account is linked to that platform. Which is why
I never-
I downloaded the Steam version, thinking, I could just do that on there and put my name, but I couldn't.
Yeah,
so now
I
I can
wonder
play
why
on my
they.
game so I can actually get the rewards.
I wonder why they specified that. I don't know.
Yeah, that they really do need to get a bit clear of the explanation, in my opinion.
Because I know they had a
Discord
console
ending
playtest
game.
in the past, so maybe that's more so for
Down to business.
like back when they ran the console playtest. That's how they had
Yes,
to
the
do it.
PlayStation could
and they
join,
just
just
kind of-
not Xbox in it.
Oh
no, it was my game.
This was before. Yeah, this was before the game came out. The alpha. Yeah, there was an alpha test for console players, but the playtest is just for PC right now.
This skin looks beautiful on the Siren.
Well, the vortex still worked perfectly against the box.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the vortex.
Everything works against the bots.
Full. What do y'all think about this skin that's on the Siren?
You said it's kind of difficult to do skins. It's not really worth the time.
Yeah, that was that.
I mean,
Oh,
it's a
here,
small
how's
team
that?
at the
That
moment.
is-
There's more things to focus on at the moment.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it is
that makes
100%
sense. It's just-
understandable.
Yeah, I
That's
completely
right.
understand.
Like it, yeah,
Sad.
like she said, it's the
Limited.
exact same effort to make like a sort of custom special bot as it is to make an entirely new bot with new mechanics. I'd much rather have a new bot to play with than just like
Yeah.
something I have to spend like $60 or whatever that I'm already playing to get like a special variant. That kind of seems pointless.
Sad because it would be cool to get like a cool looking tier, but at the same time, it's good because it means they're focusing more on like variety and like the fact that everyone else.
Exactly. Just give us bolt-ons. That's more than enough.
I think was it B you suggested or someone else that the idea of when you get a kill you get a little hologram or like some kind of display thing would be quite cool, like a triple kill or something, like a pop-up sort of thing. I don't know,
Yeah.
so kind of thing. As a cosmetic sort of thing as well. To make it fair on other people so that they don't complain, they could also do like ones in the battle pass as well.
Yeah, exactly.
It's nice to hear the passion that they have, and like that they want to hear the feedback. The only thing I am nervous about, because it's still pretty fresh, I'm worried that will fizzle out over 2 years if the game's out, but we'll have to wait and see for that. But I'm pretty confident.
Oh, we got a guy coming in. He's just gonna spam our artillery.
Damn, the short range on those weapons are not good, dude. I've been watching your stream.
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely hating.
Oh,
what do you feel about them distance-wise? How are you feeling with that now? After
Not as good as what they are probably usable.
But yeah, that's sort of how I feel as well. I don't think
on the
instead
vortex?
of it's not too bad. But
Okay. I haven't gotten too many short range action with it. I think it's been a few times and it seemed okay.
So to give an example, the bots coming at you, so, and you shoot the rockets and they just go past it, like they just.
Oh really?
Yeah, even when you're like touching them on the nose, they still miss.
Like I'm watching Dozer stream and
he didn't even drop my shield.
the guy I just saw you do before that as well. You didn't even get a shield to half.
Yeah.
Like it was like quarter gone down, and that was like, I would say like 5% of your shots hit.
I just did close range against a bot. Mind you, he was like a super slow bot, but they all hit. So
Try it with a player. It seems to be different with bots.
Oh
Okay.
Yeah.
The bots, they still die really easy.
Yeah.
But that's because they're bots.
Yeah, they don't have the sense to dodge.
Plus, they mostly just walking or really dashing, whereas players aren't dashing. But I don't feel like a player that's running up to you should be able to just dash into you and then all your rockets dodge. That seems a bit unfair.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because you've also got to think of play style here, because some Vortex players aren't just sitting at the back, you know, hitting people with distance. Some people play like those where they go kind of aggressive with it, and they get like in the face.
I'm about to now. 2 Crimson and Alpha.
Oh, he died. Where's he? Oh god.
Oh, that Grim. Oh, I'd have gone for that Grim.
That's a Grim. That's a Grim. That's a Grim. I need to get up.
I must say though, the Fenrir when I tried it on the server, that's a lot of fun. I didn't realize how fun that is. Because it does more damage. It gives you a damage boost and then also heals you from damage.
And with K-Send one is really good as well. K-Send skill.
Oh, true. Something I didn't notice before, but there are actually 3 pilots that have the big boy skills as well.
Yep.
Which I actually didn't know, and I'm kind of glad about that. I found out that actually through the playtest.
There's at least one.
Yeah, there's one that I have that isn't Kate, who has the reflector.
Yeah,
shield.
Oracle, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
That's the one everyone compares it.
As Oracle can't get back-to-back reflectors. Like,
There's a couple where if you do 100k damage, they'll restore 30% of your shield.
Yeah.
That's like nothing. That's like tucking 3 volleys.
The 20% reduction, oh no, 10% reduction of that skill doesn't feel too bad either. I was kind of worried about that. It still feels like a good defense. I'm pretty happy with the.
It doesn't solve the core issue though. Like you can still get back-to-back reflectors. With Kate. Doesn't matter if it's 20%, 30%. You're still spamming reflectors.
Yeah.
Still feels unfair.
The only change Reflector needs is for the ability to refresh, or the skill to refresh rather, when your shield fully recharges. Like your shield has to fully recharge. Because a lot of skills, like I don't think any skill can fully recharge your shield on its own. So you have to actually get out of a fight.
Either that or a
Reflector back.
cooldown, like a 5-second cooldown between, like, when you can get it back.
Yeah. I don't think 5 would be enough. I think 10. Yeah, like whatever is easier for them to implement.
Yeah.
And attempted to do a Rampart build tier in my main hangar. Because that is powerful.
Combat, it's also good with Orochi because then it will, you know, range itself behind buildings.
I just wanted another excuse to have another healer, to be fair. So that would also...
I've got 2 in my hangar. I had 3 at one point, but I kind of wanted to test another bot.
I've got 3 tiers still. Long range, short
I've got some...
range.
If all these changes go ahead, I've got some nice builds ready for if I can fucking rank everything up and get it.
Yep.
That's the good thing about the nerfs, is that it gets more variety going. It's just Noricum, I really hope they do something about that, because that feels awful.
Yeah. They said that they've got changes in the works, but they're just more technical and not like number tweaking. So it requires actual dev time.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So it's more of a soft rework from the way they've kind of worded it in the playtest document.
I have changed. Noricum is fine. It's just the maps, man. Loki.
I have changed the device I'm playing on.
I'll be honest. If someone has a 4 Noricum, it's and they're just running away because they have so much fuel, it's not fun to fight against. It's not easy. It's still very overpowered.
I think the only way to really get a Noricum is the Pursuer leg, like for Noricum. Is Pursuer legs. Not a huge amount of fuel, but 125 top speed they can get moving. Terrible acceleration, but, you know.
That upgrades faster than Phantom? Because I always preferred Phantom over Pursuer.
Yeah, max level Pursuer is the fastest in the game.
I didn't know that.
The fastest level 1 legs are Phantom.
Okay.
Yeah. Because like certain things level up differently.
I thought Orochi were the fastest leveled up.
The only downside is it takes...
Orochi is 122 at max level.
Greatest
Pursuer
hang
is
out there.
125.
Which one is the fastest?
Pursuer is the fastest at max level, it's 125. Orochi is the second fastest, I believe, at 122.
Ooh, alright.
Doesn't the Orochi have better acceleration?
Pursuer then.
Yeah, Orochi has pretty good acceleration. The thing is, though, all you have to do is tap boost one time and you're at max speed.
Yeah.
So, acceleration doesn't matter too much. It's more so when you're like mid-battle trying to like maneuver around, that's where acceleration
dodge the vortexes and shit.
I don't know. I personally don't like pursue any of the flanker legs just for that reason. The acceleration just feels bad.
Oh yeah, my sim do you have I'm just like
give me more tactician stuff, I will be happy.
It's funny, something was quite interesting considering it's in the public test build. When we mentioned about Ramparts being a bit powerful, she seemed surprised by that, but yet they put it as one of the metabots for the hangar, so that was interesting.
I think that was more so to test out like the standing still deals more damage skill, because that synergizes really well with Rampant. That'd be my guess, because that pilot they have the pilot installed that does that. And like those skills were really bad initially. 3 seconds feels a lot better, but still not sure how to feel about them.
Something else, and if you wouldn't mind passing this on actually to the team, is adding at the end of surveys for future public tests, is any other thoughts you'd like to add at like the end of the survey would be quite nice.
The fuck killed me. Fucking sniper laser beam Nate.
If you could pass that on.
What was that?
So that at the end of the survey, just before you end the survey, it's like any other thoughts you'd like to be added,
Like additional notes.
or like add additional notes you'd like to add, or any words to that effect. Because that way, there might be things they're completely unaware about that need balancing that they haven't seen for some reason that someone might mention, and they'll go, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, it's there for Steam already.
Yeah, I'll pass that on.
My game.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, it set it up for me.
Well, great day though. We got to meet one of the team. We'll get to talk to them, I guess. But it sounds like you've met someone before, so.
I have never been able to do that in any other game.
She's on quite a bit, or she was when the game first came out. I think she was on vacation for a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, it's the first time she's been back into chat for a few weeks. Yeah,
nice.
hopefully she does more of that, because that was really nice, especially when the game first came out.
Well, me as a player, knowing that, you know, one of the team came in to get feedback, and even she was like, "Oh, can I have your thoughts on it?" was actually quite nice, because it felt like, okay, they do care.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, exactly. Yeah.
Take him out.
Do you use Siren in your builds, by the way? So.
Yeah, I've got a Siren Sniper.
Ah.
Which is like, in my opinion, that's how it's meant to be played. Just because, like, looking at the stats of it, like, you can shoot it out to, like, 800 meters.
Yeah.
And the stock build for it has long-range weapons. Like, that's definitely their intent. Especially, like...
Oh, sorry.
Like, especially because, like, it is classified as a support ability, but it can, like, nuke your shields. Like, that's why I say, like, it should still have the AoE, but just, you know, deal either no damage or very little damage. Especially
maybe AoE is a nice crowd control.
Exactly. Like, it should be a crowd control item only. That should be first and foremost, not like a combo starter to strip shields and then damage dump with weapons that are specifically balanced to deal high armor damage but very little shield damage.
Honestly,
AKA Orkans and Magnetos.
I feel like what you just said there may have been one of the things that they should have changed and almost left the rest. Maybe a higher cooldown, definitely, but definitely not what it is now.
Yeah, it needs a higher cooldown, but not this.
Because if they remove the damage altogether, technically you wouldn't be able to get one-shotted.
Yeah, exactly.
Your shield would be there. You basically have like a bit of extra health, and most of your damage would actually get absorbed. Yeah, no, you're right. Shame they didn't do it that way.
That's the core issue with it. It's the comboing with those powerful weapons.
Yeah, I never thought about it that way, but you are completely right. I must say, since switching to the tier lengths, I really love the way tier works.
Yeah,
cool. It's like a little like
they're fun.
Yeah.
I also like that they upgrade speed. They get pretty speedy.
Down to business.
Yeah.
How much fast can you get him to go?
97, I believe, at level 13.
That's decent. Okay.
Yep.
Ah, they got me. Shield was too far down.
I've only got mine up to level 5, but they're still going 90, so it's pretty good.
I think that's what I have mine at now, actually.
Yeah.
I like Soul Shock, my tier shock trade.
Yeah. Did you get the Willow pilot for that?
No. Actually, to be fair, I don't know really what pilot to get. I got the one with the reflector shield. I don't know what it is.
Oracle?
I think it is Oracle, yeah. Because that was pretty good for, like, if I get rushed.
Yeah, funny enough, I used to have Oracle on that before I got Willow.
What does Willow do?
Willow is like the perfect pilot for a tier shock train build. Everything synergizes with it.
Okay.
You got faster reloads if you take damage. Your shock trains deal more damage. When you drop your heal, you do a little bonus heal on yourself.
Oh my god, that is literally the shock train tier.
Yep, and best of all, any assist you get, lower your cooldown. And shock trains are the assist monster. Because you're chaining everything.
Can you send me a screenshot of the pilot? Because I will forget that by tomorrow.
Okay.
If you don't mind. You don't have to, but if you don't mind.
Yeah. Yeah, if I remember.
That's awesome.
Enemy Titan deployed.
Yeah, it's really funny. Like, I found, like, oh my god, I was looking through, like, somebody posted on the forums, like, here's a list of all pilots and their skills and whatnot. So I was going through there, and I was like, oh my god, this pilot is exactly what I need. I hope I get her. Literally the next day. Oh, in my shop. That's so nice.
Oh, could you send me the link to that then? Is it on Reddit?
No, it's on here. I forget what channel it's in. I think it's on Builds. If you go into the Builds channel and, like, search for pilots.
Okay.
Enemy Titan deployed.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Oh, that's a Grim right on my head. I don't like that.
I keep forgetting the Siren doesn't have the AoE in this, and I keep doing that.
Yeah.
Because the hit reg is so bad. Oh shit.
Because the hit reg is so bad, it feels very underwhelming, I guess.
Yep. My Siren projectile went directly through the Grim's legs. It's so sad.
Mine just hits at enemy, whatever it says, and then they just carried on walking.
Yeah. I feel like the projectile is coming out strangely too. Like, I've been aiming at a certain thing, and it feels like the projectile came out at the wrong angle.
I heard that they removed the lock-on. I don't know if that's what you mean.
No, they don't. It doesn't have a lock-on Siren projectile.
I think it does, a slight lock-on. You gotta aim it more. If I read that right, I might have read that wrong.
I don't think so.
No, it doesn't.
It's just a really fast-moving projectile. Like, I use it quite often. I don't feel like it's got any sort of damage curving or whatever.
The only weapon that has like a soft lock on is Rampant.
You know what? I might be getting confused with the AoE. I might have misunderstood that.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna head off, guys. It's been great playing and chatting with you guys.
Later.
Alright, see you later.
Sure. Thank you for everything with that soul with the pilot and that.
Yeah, no problem.
Bye.
Later.
Enemy Titan deployed.
I just think Prize Fighter needed a nerf. I think it was fine.
I've never used it myself.
A kill to get it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I've never personally used it myself, but then again, like, I've never had an issue with people using it against me.
If you're getting a kill, you should get a decent reward. I think 10k was fine.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's definitely not a full heal. So, like, you dive someone, you take a bunch of damage, you come out of it with a bit of health, but... Yeah.
Need bio repair for I think it's shields. That's good enough. Because I barely noticed it when I lost my shields.
been great talking to you. I'm gonna also go.
Okay.
See you guys later.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna start filling out the feedback and then
That's
hop off.
exactly what I was going to do as well.
Yeah.
It's not quite the same playing against the bots because, well, it's not. They don't act the same as players.
Yep.
Where the flipping is it? Oh, it's in the feedback tab, isn't it?
Yeah, you gotta on the main menu, press escape, and then press the
doesn't come up
feedback
on
button.
thing. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Because I've got the stream on at the minute, I didn't want it all that stuff coming up on, but it popped up as a separate window, so that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Try to get over here. Facebook combo. Not really.
Purple Incinerator feels really nice now.
Oh, the nerf is sufficient. Okay, I see.
Ooh, done it.
So that's too weak now, because I think it will be. They could have at least said bye before they went. Rudeness. I've not actually played with you on the proper game, Sol. I'll have to send you a friend request and team up some point.
Yeah, sure.
That's the other day.
I don't think so. I think I might have been around, but
I've not played with him on the same team, I don't think. I don't even think I've bumped into you on the opposite team.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, too weak. Yeah, I'm going to click. Where on earth is it? Prize fighter. Yeah, it's definitely gone too weak. Can't say I really noticed much difference with the pilot talents. I don't want the prize fighter to be what it was.
Mm-hmm. Do you think any of the talents are too weak?
You're going to be playing some normal after.
I'm probably going to come off after the playtest. I'll be back on tomorrow, I imagine.
Yeah. The fuck is that in my lamp? Is that a fucking hornet?
I got annoyed by it earlier.
Oh, that's nice. Are there any other talents you would strengthen weekend remove from the game altogether?
I couldn't really think of any of this.
Might open up the big old pilot skill list.
Yeah. Why have I got a wavy thing of that?
They've really got to do a better way to view the pilot's talents when you're, you know, in your mech instead of equipping every single fucking one.
Yes. That's a very good point, actually. I'll add that to my notes.
It's still my idea.
I have a load of notes I need to pass on.
Yeah, you steal all of them and claim them as your own. I know how they work.
Well, no, I play with lots of people, so I get a bit of feedback from everybody.
Yeah, that's what you say.
You can at least see what the pilot skills are before you buy them now. That was something I was requesting from Early Access. I'm guessing some other people did too.
That's a while that you couldn't do that before.
Yeah. Well, you could, but it was long-winded, and like new players or inexperienced players wouldn't know how to. You could go in and scan through in, I think it's the workshop, and find the pilots, but that's a really long-winded way to do it. You still can't see the new pilot skills from that new pilot that's coming this week.
Yeah, you can.
Can you?
Yeah, I was looking at them all last night.
I shall have to have a nosy at that then, because I couldn't figure that out last time.
Yeah, you just got to go into the
workshop,
warehouse, go pilots, and then they're in there.
Oh, okay, I could
you click on him, and one of the buttons at the bottom, it should say skills. Like I was able to press it.
I found it for everyone except the new pilot.
Strange. I wonder if the update they dropped today changed that to make them hidden. I don't know. I was able to see them last night.
I shall. Well, yeah, the playtest's done. I can close that. I'll fire up the normal war robots and see if I can find it. Because I am curious about what his pilot skills are. I'm probably going to buy him because it looks like he's supposed to synergize well with the Scorpion.
Hmm.
Is that the ID Dimiros guy?
No, there's a new one coming from the Scorpion.
Duncan Prasad.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I used to use Marcus in the early access. He was great. Scatter, the Scorpion ability, you just bounce off the bad guys one after another. The abilities recharge nice and quick, and you could heal up every kill you got. And the scatters did a lot of damage along with the Scorpion thingy, so you got kills quite quick. You could stay full health for ages. I'm a bit frustrated that the Discord chat wasn't coming through on the stream to start off with. I suppose Jen's happy because that means her little teaser spoiler thingy stayed spoiler free for everyone that wasn't there in the chat.
Yeah. I think you recorded it, didn't you? You posted it somewhere? Or was that someone else?
I've been streaming the whole thing.
Okay.
But I did mess up at the start, so at the start it doesn't have any of the Discord chat in it because I forgot to double check.
Gotcha. I remember somebody posted the chat where she actually slipped up and said the thing. Somewhere on YouTube.
I streamed that one as well.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, there's show talents now. There, that wasn't here last time I looked at him. Alright, let's see. Shotguns and special. That's what. Yeah. Because I asked if there's a pilot coming about special weapons. And yeah, the new one is. Right, I shall be buying him, definitely. He'll be going on my Scourge build. I don't know what Scourge. Might put the Scourge on the Scorpion, I'm not sure yet.
Yeah. His final skill seems pretty good, but only if you're kind of a more brawler type mech.
Ooh, yeah, no, that'll work again quite well with the Scourge. That will help keep the Scourge definitely alive on there.
I'm gonna go into the Off-On-Up channels to go and play, but GG's and catch you in a little bit.
Nice playing with you. I'll catch you possibly tomorrow. I don't care about the Titan bonus. Oh, I'd either go Damage Cascade or Closing the Deal. Oh, I'd go Parasite Protocol. Oh, that Parasite Protocol will actually work quite well with the Scorpion. It'll make its ability really nasty. I'll probably go 3% damage reduction. Mind you, Scourge could really benefit from the reload speed as well. I'll figure that out. But yeah, I'm definitely going to get at least one of him. I might get two. But no, yeah, he's going to go with the Scourge build, definitely. Which kind of fits, because my Scourge doesn't have a legendary pilot at the minute. Right, close that, and I shall say thank you for watching the stream. I'll be back on tomorrow.